Rick and Sasha with George Wilborn. I'm Rick Party.
Hello, darlings. I'm Sasha the Diva.
And I am George Wilborn, the stress reliever.
And our guest is Tamar Braxton. Flipping the hair. I see that.
Oh, Tamar Braxton is a little bit of everything.
I can't hear her for some reason at all.
First Teddy Riley, now us. Teddy Riley curse hits again. God,
he's never going to let that down. Oh my God.
Never.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yes, there she is.
Okay.
I was just saying, Miss Tamar Braxton, honey, she a little bit of everything, and everything about her, I love, girl. Just love you. Listen, let me just give you a hug. Come here.
Thank you.
Girl, so wait a minute. You have a new reality show just about Tamar.
You talking about the Catch Beautician?
Yeah.
Quarantine got your hair a mess? At least it doesn't look like this.
Girl, you got a hole in your head.
Tamar Braxton, celebrity hair slayer, and Johnny Wright, A-list stylist, are here to bust bad dudes.
Y'all ready?
It was a choppy mess.
Well, actually, it's a hair show, actually, and it's on VH1, and it comes on Monday nights at 10 o'clock, and I host the show with Johnny Wright, who used to be Michelle Obama's hairdresser for all 8 years that they were in the White House. And so what happens is a client comes to us about a hair catastrophe, and I basically bust the beautician to find out what happened, what really happened. So it's almost like Cheetahs and To Catch a Predator meets each other.
That's my God.
Cheetahs and To Catch a Predator.
Right. But it's about hair.
Okay.
Did he tell any secrets about Michelle Obama? Oh my God. I'm sure he did. I wasn't sure.
He only tells good stories, good funny stories, but nothing personal.
But the hair tragedies must be just an abundance of those. You must have seasons and seasons. Right? Can you can't hear me? I should have never brought up Teddy Riley. I'm sorry, Teddy. Damn.
No, it's all good.
How you been? I mean, we haven't seen you. I mean, you for one, you disappeared from the reel. That's when we saw you, and you were doing a little this, and you doing a little that. You gone through a divorce. How has life been for you?
Well, it definitely was a little crazy for a while, but now everything is great. I'm in a wonderful space. I have an amazing show on VH1, and I'm excited about it, and I love it. And my music career is going great, which is surprising for me, because I never thought that I would be back in, the music space, because I was just so turned off by it from the divorce and the business. Because I just felt like, R&B music has changed so much, and so has the music industry. And I just didn't know, where I fit, at that time. But it also had to do with, the emotional stress that I was going through, and the connection with my music, and, my marriage and things like that.
Have you been able to finally let all of that go and learn from the marriage, and what did you walk away with that you can share that would help other people in the same situation?
Here's the thing. I went through a lot of counseling, and so did my kid.
Wow.
And that's important. But what I took away from the whole marriage is that, the marriage didn't work. You still have a responsibility to have a friendship, especially when there's kids involved. So you kind of got to put yourself aside and put your children first, for real. I didn't have, such a horrible marriage where it couldn't be worked out friendship wise. And so we just had to, let go of our egos and come together for my amazing, fantastic son.
Right. So we know you've moved on. So do you two care about one another?
Yes, he's a family member.
I love that. That's what I want to hear.
Yeah, he'll always be my family member. And we can talk about anything. And that's that's really what we needed to do for my son, because he didn't ask to be here. He didn't deserve, to be confused and, go from one house to another house. And that all had to be explained and worked out. We had to make him feel comfortable, with being with one parent and being with another parent and not feeling bad about spending more time with one than the other whenever he felt the need to.
Yeah, sound like Fannie Lou Hamer saying I was born in the mess, y'all. Now y'all brought me here. Now y'all take care of me. Good stuff, though.
Yeah.
Now, when you with your sugar boo, or whoever you decide to be in a relationship, how do you explain that to them with your ex about the co-parenting? Because everybody's not mature about it, okay?
No, they're not. But luckily for me, I chose someone who is extremely mature and actually helped me and Vince get our life together. Basically.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, you with the right one, the right things fall into place. The right things, happen in your life. He really encouraged us to be friends, and he encouraged everyone to get along. So he didn't come in the situation, wanting to, cause havoc and ridiculousness. It was enough of that, So, I got with somebody who really, really wanted to see the family men together, and that's what happened.
So if that phone rings at 12 o'clock midnight and Vince needs to just talk to you for a second, he would be cool with that?
He'll be cool with it because he knows Vince is not coming from a disrespectful place.
Okay.
Right.
And so if Vince is calling at 12 o'clock in the morning, something's obviously wrong.
Okay.
Damn wrong. It better be damn wrong.
It'd be like
your Christmas album is a family tradition of me and my new family. I got divorced after 17 years, and my new wife and my son for the last 7 years. I think it was one of the most brilliant pieces of work that you've ever done. And Little Drummer Boy, to me, is the best rendition I have ever heard period.
Thank you. That really makes me happy because, first of all, I am Mrs. Christmas. I'm the best person you'll ever meet, right? And so when I had an opportunity to do a Christmas album, I really did pour my heart and soul into it because I love Christmas. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Now, what's going to happen with the Braxton family values with all of COVID? Are we coming back this fall, or what are we doing? Oh, you don't know. Oh, they haven't said anything.
I know that there is taping going on, as far as like.
Wait a minute. Is taping going on? And you're not taping. You're not in the taping?
I mean, it's a bunch of Zoom, and I just feel like, yeah. And I just feel like after a while it turns into like a gossip session, and I'm not really interested in that.
Okay.
I mean, when I created the Braxton Family Values, it was really a platform for African-American women who were, in all different walks of life to take from our lives and use it into their lives in a positive way. And, where the show has, turned to and become is something that I definitely don't stand by and support. So that's where I'm at with that.
How do you feel about the comparison to your family to the Kardashians?
I feel like it's a lot of comparisons. It's a bunch of women. They're sisters. They're in the entertainment business, and I mean that's it on that. I mean, they're business women. We're business women. I just feel like because we're on a different network and it's a different narrative that things get looked at differently.
Meaning pay.
I said that too.
Okay.
I mean, look, here's the thing. Like, I mean, I'm not here for a whole political stunt, you know what I mean? Or to start any mess about anything or anybody. I was just basically, speaking my truth. I created the show, for my family and for, Black women, especially in Black families. And it's been the longest running Black reality show in history of reality television. And it's been on for 10 years. And so you would think when you have a career at a network that you would benefit from it.
Right.
You would have benefits as if you put in time for your career. Different networks support different shows and different networks just does it. And that's just that.
Girl, let me go and give you some love for 10 years. I didn't know that was the longest running reality show. You go, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, family
creator, executive producer.
Black family reality show.
Yes.
Yeah. Tamar.
Yes.
Honestly.
Yes.
Do you think?
Yes.
Had you stayed on the real, they would have survived?
Oh my God. Listen, I'm gonna ring my energy bell?
So the energy, what does that mean? No.
Wait. Tamar, wait, hold on.
And somebody else that left the show.
No. I'm saying because the show has got canceled. They canceled. Tamar.
I don't know.
You gonna need a bigger bell than that. Come on, you go.
You have no comment on the show at all.
No.
I can read your mind though. I can read your mind.
What did you love about the show when you were on the show?
When she was on it, that's what she loved about it. That's what we loved about it. That's what I loved about it.
You know, because here's the thing: whenever I say something good or bad about it, it always gets misconstrued into something negative.
Okay,
and that's just not where I'm at in my life. I don't want to discuss nothing negative. I don't want to be a part of nothing negative. You know what I mean? I don't want to spew nothing negative. That's going to tear other people down. I don't want.
Do you sometimes watch it?
Tamar. Hey, Tamar. So we gonna let it go.
Hey, did you see the show? Did you see the show when they were discussing black men?
She's not gonna do it. I gotta get me a bell, girl.
Okay.
We wearing her damn bell out, y'all.
So, Tamar, what's in store for you? I know you got a whole lot of stuff you're working on. Talk to us about that. Come on.
Yeah,
Crazy kind of love, girl.
Yes. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. I did a role in the movie True to the Game 2, and the producer Manny Haley was like, "Listen, Tamar, you got to get on this soundtrack," and I was like, not singing no more. And my publisher took me out to dinner, and he was just like, "Listen, I heard this song and I know it's for you, and I heard the song and I fell in love with the song, and I also fell in love with music all over again and wanted to create and write again." And so that's what I've been doing, and I'm really excited about the project. And I'm really excited about You Grow Girl. Did y'all hear about this?
What is that?
You Grow Girl. That's a great name.
No more. They back. Stop praying for me.
I'm trying to figure out how did your head grow back, because you cut it all off.
Child, please.
Did somebody make some comment that your edge was on hospice or something like that? Is that what it?
First of all,
they get on my nerves with negativity.
7 years ago,
right?
My head just fell out because
that's
what happens when you have a baby.
Okay.
And since then, it's just something that's just stuck. So, I just decided to turn lemons into lemonade and to help empower my African-American sisters so people can't tease each other no more. And You Grow Girl. It actually really does work. So we can be up in this thing together with some edges. Everybody ain't got to see your thoughts.
No, Tamar, like you just said, anything you say, good or bad, somebody got something negative to say. You know what I'm saying? So,
but he didn't say anything negative.
I was going back to Tamar when she was just saying, like when she was talking about the reel. If she says something good or bad, it'll be something negative the outcome of it. So at the end of the day, whatever you say, girl, I'm gonna buy some of them edges for myself. Okay, girl, I'm gonna support you on that one. So how was it being in the movie?
It was really, really fun. I don't have a huge part in the role, in the movie, but it's a very important role. So I'm excited about it. I can't wait for it to come out.
Wow. Oh, she's just doing it all. And how's your mom, Miss Evelyn? She's so beautiful.
She's amazing. She started her Instagram online cooking school, and you gotta go and get some gems and also some recipes because my mother can cook her face off, and that's how she passed it on to me.
Hey, Tamar, I'm sorry. Which one of the sisters? Which one of you all are the most you think outspoken or not black sheepish, but on their own, think their own, because all of y'all are tight knit, and we see that all the time in your show. But which one of you all really march to the beat of your own drum? You think the most out of all of you?
Tamar.
I was gonna say it's me, but since we're not talking about me, I think maybe my sister Tracy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she just does her thing,
Mm-hmm. I believe that. Yep. Tracy.
She would be second, right?
We all do. It's so funny because we're also similar. which is why I believe we all are always trying to, find our own identities, you know what I mean? And look for, ourselves and different things outside of us sisters. So I think some of us at some point do that.
Out of all the girls, who's the quietest?
Nobody's quiet.
Nobody.
I don't know that person. Don't know that, Braxton.
Tamar, we see a lot of celebrities are jumping into politics. Some say they want to stay away from social justice issues. What are your thoughts about what's been going on?
I just think that, we've been silenced for so long and so afraid to speak because, we're afraid that it's going to cost us something, cost us our income, cost us, our status in life. And that is just sad. And that is the main reason why we all need to speak up.
We're in a time right now where we have to take a lot of things seriously. Tamar, we see you entertain on television a lot. When you're in your downtime, you doing nothing. Are you a reader? What do you do?
I cook a lot.
Okay.
I'm actually back in school, taking some classes at Harvard online.
Nice.
And,
For what? For what?
Well, I'm into expanding my business,
Okay.
and so I'm taking a lot of courses in business for our culture, and so I'm just really like when I started. Oh my God, you grow girl!
I was going to ask.
Yes, I knew that, I would have, more staff than I would normally have. And I just wanted to be responsible and create a healthy work environment, mostly for them. So that's why I needed to educate myself a little bit more.
Wait, pause. You're taking classes at Harvard.
Yes, Harvard.
Pause for 1 second, y'all. Come on now. Come on.
Yeah, that's
Yes, go girl.
Come on, get a girl some love.
You got any?
My boyfriend David went to Harvard, and we was talking one day, and he was like, you should think about taking some, more online classes because they talk a lot about case studies and things like that you can identify with to help build and expand your business. So if you're going to be a for real business person, you got to take some for real measures to have a successful business.
Now you're gonna expand you grow girl to you grow boy. Can some of the men?
I mean, what do you put that ointment in though? Where you gonna
right
put
on
that
the top, Rick.
Okay. I'm done, brother.
Oh my God, you grow girl works for boys too.
Right.
But I think if you talk
I think you can do nothing with that, Tamar. It's gone.
That'll work for that.
This George Jefferson up here, I'm like, it's gone. Like,
oh my God, he's gone, girl.
Well, the new song is Crazy Kind of Love. The movie, True to the Game. Girl, you're doing so much. The reality show, the hair show. What else? What else you got coming up? Are you going to produce any more TV?
Yes, we do a couple's YouTube show on Thursday nights.
Okay.
It's really, really great. We talk about everything. So when you talk about, am I afraid to talk about political views? No, we talk about that a lot.
Okay.
Okay.
Talk about that a lot. We talk about relationship issues. It actually all started while we was all in quarantine because we were very curious about how other couples were maintaining and figuring their life out together with all this time together.
All the entanglements that come along.
There's a lot of entanglements.
Yeah.
Who's on the show with you?
My boyfriend David.
Okay.
He's a financial advisor. So a lot of times we talk about, what women do in relationships and how men think. And it's two totally different things. You know what I mean? Men are always thinking about the finances and thinking about the home and, how to maintain. And women are thinking about shopping, the kids. You know what I mean?
Right.
Outside of things we should be really focusing in on. So it's a really interesting show.
Tamar, we talked to your big sister, Tony, a couple months ago.
Oh, you did?
And we asked about Birdman, and she broke it on our show that they will be getting married. You and David has been together. you and David have been together for a while. Now, she told us already. We already know that. So
that bill is woe out.
So do yourself. Do you see maybe down the line you and David will be tying the knot?
I don't know. Nobody's asked me any questions, so I can't give an answer.
Oh, where's David right now? Where's David? Where's David? David! David!
He's not thinking about what I'm doing.
He's trying to get some coins.
Oh man.
Tamar, you really look happy. You just look happy, and I'm just happy for you. That's it.
Thank you. I am happy. You know, my happiness definitely comes from within. It took a long time for me to accept myself for who I was with all of my flaws and all, you know. That's the reason why I cut my hair. I cut my hair off, not because I was going bald or because I didn't have any edges.
Mm-hmm.
I cut my hair off because I didn't really know who I was. You know, I just felt covered up all the time. And I just felt like it was so much weight that I was going through with the divorce and, you know, not knowing, you know, what was going to happen with my career because that was all entanglement tangled together.
Right.
And also where I was as a single mother and what did that look like? So I just felt like I couldn't handle one more strand of hair, and I definitely couldn't handle not knowing who I was. So when I cut off my hair, I had to it forced me to fall in love with myself when I woke up in the morning, in the middle of the day, at night before I went to bed, and, you know, face my issues head on and one by one. And so this is the result of it all.
How was it working with Iyanla for you?
Clearly, Sasha loved it. She's been back
I
a couple
promise
times.
I promise you,
I love
Tamar,
Iyanla, Tamar.
we are going to send you another energy bell. We have worn that bell down.
Tamar, was there anything good out of it outside of what we Tamar?
Tamar, congratulations on your music. Congratulations on your television show. Congratulations on going to Harvard. We're proud of you getting that education.
Girl.
Continued success. We love you so much, and all the best to you, darling. Seriously.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for all your support. I'm crazy kind of love. I love you guys all.
We love you.
Tamar.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.